This is weird. Oh, finally it's sent. That's good. Just getting the notification sent out. Fluff. What kind of fluff head? Put stuff right there. Hello guys. I'm the Rogue Wolf. Could you not do that, please? Don't turn off the mic when I'm talking. Hello, I'm the Rogue Wolf. Welcome to the Dark Side. And welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. Let's jump into the game. And continue our journey. Cheers. I really need to find a way to lower this monitor and camera, because you're basically looking down upon me right now. Anyways guys, let's continue.
Go away.
Kiska nichu, kimba muli radwanaji, kimba noku nixat abom, kakincha nawabagaon, kung abashun ni chunchi.
Kipuna, kavatumpa kulpa yiya mokapaata. Chiyoka kutumpa kulpa yiya.
One.
Oscar, kiska nichu, the hupa botenya go GGPT.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kupalea mukapata. Jiyoka kutumpa kupalea.
Two.
Jiyokaku, kimba muli radwanaji, kuyami juski chika nai, ubabaska dwana chichopa muska, jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu.
Tune pudu. Rananu prata donko shirkasha. Jum na apike.
Three.
No! No!
Charming.
Go away.
Hello there.
One.
I'm not looking for a fight.
Two.
I'm going.
Smart.
Anyways. No loot. Typical.
I saw Devik's new starship at the spaceport before quarantine. They say it's the fastest ship on Taris. He calls it the Ebon Hawk.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change. Know what I mean?
Aren't you the guy who put the bounty on Dia's head?
You're here about that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I don't care who takes her out. Just so long as the job gets done. I can't let her get away with what she did. That wench tried to cut me with her vibro blade.
Why not would she want to do that?
Because she's crazy. She started screaming that I was making advances, and the next thing I know, she's coming at me with a knife.
Yeah, right. Sounds to me like she was defending herself.
And I admit I was drunk. Maybe I got a little fresh. But it was no big deal. She didn't have to cut me.
Maybe you got what you deserve, buddy.
Hey, you weren't there. She totally overreacted.
I want the bounty removed.
What? I can't do that. Think how it would look. I work for Davik. I've got a certain reputation to uphold. I can't let her get away with this. There has to be payback. Although, I do feel a little guilty about all this. Dia's a good-looking gal. It'd be a shame to kill her. Tell you what, I'll take 200 credits in exchange for lifting the bounty.
You know, if you hire someone to kill her, looks like you weren't man enough to do it yourself.
If I let her get away with it, I'll look even worse. She's got to pay, either with her life or 200 credits to buy my forgiveness.
Take the bounty off her. You're a dead man.
You're threatening me? I work for Davik Kang. If you kill me, you'll be signing your own death warrant. Do us both a favor and don't waste my time with stupid threats.
Seriously? Here's 200 credits.
Don't worry. I'll stick to my end of the bargain. I'll go tell Zax right now that the bounty is off the table.
Mucho shakapaga, yi ki kon no ba muladraki chichon.
Okay.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like Bantha Poodoo.
Kuyami, Juski, Chica Nai. Tong Patoga Smaktilia. Dabi, Yubong, Kunki, Pankpa. Tong Tuamaji, Human Act in Tinkatune.
Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face?
Ubabatu Conchi. Jiskadasoki, Kupa Bona na Chachu.
Just a sec, boys. Zalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects. Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Kiyokaku! Kimba Mulira Dwanaji. Kuyami, Juski, Chica Nai. Ubabaska Dwana Chichopa Muska. Jiskadasoki, Kupa Bona na Chachu.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Chubasa! Kimba Mulira Dwanaji. Kaba Volpa Murji Gumaya.
Right then. Oh, there I am. Yes?
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
A Twi'lek who speaks Galactic Basic?
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak Basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Taris, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
How do a Wookiee and a Twi'lek street urchin end up as best friends?
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Taris, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the lower city gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord.
Tell me about Kalanord.
Kalanord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zack's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Callow's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
Tell me about Davik.
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the exchange.
Tell me about the Lower City gangs.
There's only 2 gangs worth worrying about here in the Lower City. The Black Volkers and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Thek. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Volkers, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Why did Brezhik leave?
When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Volkers, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Taris. This gang war in the Lower City is totally the Volkers' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
Well, I think I'll be going there.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
This gang war is getting out of hand. The Volkers aren't just attacking the Hidden Becks anymore. They go after everyone. I saw Devik's new starship at the spaceport before quarantine. They say it's the fastest ship on Taris. He calls it the Ebon Hawk.
Kachikun itahaldonga, ikinkuno bamulera chikun, svimo podonar diodunga ku hunkabe.
What are you talking about? No, I don't like your tone.
Manaman atota, hakijukrata pola shui chongatong, chongkun no bunka mulera kunkile no ba. Watende chokolo uno ku mulera.
What are you talking about?
Shi gratu loda pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda nita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutong. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Ta kumjus tak miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana jikne. Mule slimo kodadada nanga kumbis mule rabes. Chi gratu loda pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda nita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutong. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang.
Where's the partner?
Kavadumpa ku palia mukapata. Podana chaku. Ikun kono pule marachiko. Dong nabung siya nunya. Kavavolpa mulji kunda.
Maybe I could help her out.
Janshok bulara, umrao chiska duchi, on chubanjishka yanki, titoke gratun kun chichakun king kachachonobra, bogra wala no tumbacha, nechi chuna chubaching lorda itakun, shagji locha wana wama, kava volpa multi kumuna, kinchun chishine chene kun. Lo bale mulera chikun. Wana mon cruz bes chinga pula molan. Tude rana prata. Tunko suche tomam toma.
Well then.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yinkin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Tong nabun shanuyang. Ti umpa do punta krita. Ak ti kondo ona chabachisa wanki. Ti toki grantu kon chichan kun green kanchan tu pro. Bok wala no bok cha. Nichi kon chuva kin lorta ika kun.
Or maybe I could be of help.
We team bon rang thong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wona henak nek.
Well, it's just dancing, right? How hard could it be?
Mana tota hakuji krala bolaji chok shontang shun kipa unapanka muliri kun kili no ba wati monyala kuna una kun mulira tinku ukaba topa no aska chinisko na akaba abaka.
Oof. What other taste do you have, Diddy?
Kin kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala mona reji. Chingpala niska mule tun rata tigin podranko. The searcha doma wana kundatama. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Gu. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichin.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbank wale oganda naru chuchut. Ugesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadada nanga kumbis mule rabes. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching pala mule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mule rabes.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami no nok. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawa gawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tong abuk sha nak nong.
Oh, trust me, I will.
Tag bis tu ponko koki makpaka. Sing pala chiska mule tunarana nu prata tunko sicha tuma wamama tus kebo toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bule rajiko.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishikin. Ni kin kun ban mula rag jikun. Wama kun bes. Ching pala mule. Tune rana nu prata. Donko searcha domatama. We team bon rang thong. Mule ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wona henak nek.
Oh, that is so tempting. That is so tempting. Why not? I wouldn't call that running in circles. I'd call it running in squares.
Che! Just jikadon patakasabunga. Mucha hodunga yolukike. Takum just takmiki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne.
Couldn't help it.
Mule slimo podadara nanga kumbist mule rabes.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Tong nabun shanuyang. Kipuna. Bonanakichu. Kin ba mule radwana. Tong kin ba no kudnok nek. Kavanumpa kumpialia monokata. Ranga kun bis kin no moruat. Kakin chana guana bokon.
Chikun ida hodonga. Ikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Simo podonar de hodonga kunkabe.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishikin. Nikin kun ban mula rag jikun. Wama kun bes. Ching pala mule. Tune rana nuprata. Donko searcha domatama?
Mucha hodonga ya fulke. Chachiska do punta casa baka. Bana oto.
Mokao danya foki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka. Bano oto.
Takum just takmiki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kumbist. Mule rabes.
Gigi hakuji lorcha kin kuna. Bamule rigikun. Kaji chutula podoto punto casa tabonk. Aipa haudanga wala ganto da nagato chuchu mukiti chokai. Ti umpekrita. Witi membo rangthong. Mule ra on shanturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Atuyama kama wuna henak neck.
Well, that's gratitude for you.
Chiska nichu. Kimba muli radwana ji. Kimba no kun nixat abog. Kakincha nawabakaon. Tung abashun.
I saw Callow Nord in the tap room. He's a legend in this business. I wonder if he'd give me an autograph.
He might. You wouldn't survive, though. That's for sure.
What do you want now? This whole thing with Dia is over, so we don't have anything to discuss.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
I don't want to waste my time answering a bunch of questions. I'm here to have a few drinks, watch the dancing girls, and enjoy myself. I've got to be mentally ready. Davik's got an assignment for me off-planet as soon as the quarantine ends.
You work for Davik?
I'm one of his top couriers. Davik's always sending me off-planet to deliver and bring back packages. He knows he can trust me to follow my orders to the letter. Plus, I used to be an intergalactic customs agent, so I know all the tricks they use to catch smugglers. That gives me the edge I need on my courier runs.
You're pretty open about what you do, Eddie.
It's not like it's some big secret. It's kind of hard for Davik to keep a low profile when he belongs to a big intergalactic crime syndicate like the Exchange.
You think Davik could get me off Taris?
Davik's ship is the fastest one in the entire quadrant. But even the Ebonhawk can't get off Taris until the quarantine is lifted. The Sith fleet has the planet surrounded. Any ship leaving orbit without proper access codes will be disintegrated by the Sith auto-targeting laser cannons. And those codes are locked safely away in the military base. Davik's pretty upset about it. His smuggling operation isn't making any money. But even with his underworld connections, he can't get his hands on those codes.
Oh, I should go.
Fine by me. That means I get to go back to enjoying the dancing girls.
Kuyami juz chikata na patogaya hulki kokogala chichi. Kawanabot atagwa. Kagidora de kun watatimona ia bola.
Kipona, onana kajo, kimba mulera tuana, taupa botenya gojojo piti. Kawadumpa kulpa iya mokata, wanga kumbis, kimba mulera. Kakinchana kokba kon, kawadumpa kulpa iya botenya, kachichuna isa odunga. Taukum justak mike grabil mogo. Tulpada vukwa gando danaga chuchut. Moga shampumpa, boya wana chikni. Bamul slimo podana wanga kumbis, mulira vest. Rundi haudunga tonkin banang kungkek. Wana kumbis, chimpaya mul, kununkabi.
I'm sorry, I've got something here that's really annoying. That's really hurting my eyes. This. The light keeps changing. Also in intensity. And you can get out of my chat. Right now. You are not welcome here. Be gone, but well, Gurney said I should speak to you about the Rakghoul serum. No, that's... Past credits. That's nothing. Why does Davik want this serum so badly? Want the serum so badly?
Taris manaris, tonjonea hakono. Mulera yonunaze, jijin wibidwa naita wish. Muline bomone, ubana tula boda, yamijusa. Payo honopis, tuula jiyokako.
Davik plans to prey on the sick. That's monstrous.
Tonga buksha umenong, kava volpa mulsi, kumana bak mulira. Juni yun tunjichi, aita duana, kava volpa mulsui, kumana.
Well, I don't have the serum.
La boda na rinkis matoma. Inking slimo podona mulera chikun. Nova runde hautunga kuhunkabi.
Just check. Yeah, you can hear it. Barely. You need some information.
La boda na rinkis matoma. Inking slimo podona mulera chikun. Nova runde hautunga kuhunkabi.
Seems a little high. How about 50?
Tonga buksha umenong. Kava volpa mulsi. Kumana bak mulira. Juni yun tunjichi. Aita duana. Kava volpa mulsui. Kumana. La boda na rinkis matoma. Yinkin slimo podona mulera chikun. Nova runde hautunga kuhunkabi. Taris manaris. Tonjonea hakonong. Mulera yonunaze. Jijing wibedwan na itawish. Muline bomone. Uvana tula boda. Yamijusa. Ayo honopis. Tuulaji yokaku. Tombatoras materia. Ashuta. Wonga kumbis piki konyana.
Tell me about those escape pods.
Tunirana no prata tunkyo. Searcha toma. Talavui pamulji. Kumana. Kinkon shashikin. Neken koinova mulera jekun. Wama kumbis. Chimpala muli. Tunirana no prata tunko. Akuchikopa. Chino mulera king pajak. Slimo puituana.
I need to get inside the Walker base then.
Kachicho naifa odunga. Taukum justak mike grabilmogo. Tot padavun kwayagando danaga chuchut. Moga shampumpa. Boyawana chikni. Vamul slimo podana wanga kumbis. Muliragest. Labura na rinkis matoma. Inkin slimo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hatunga kuhunkabi.
Want information about something else now?
Tombaturas materia. Ashuta. Wonga kumbis piki konyana.
Is there some way I can get off this planet?
Kipona. Bonana kacho. Kimba mulera tuana. Taupa botenya gojojo piti. Tawa dumpa kulpa iya mokata. Wanga kumbis. Kimba mulera. Ka kinchana kokba kon. Tawa dumpa kulpa iya botenya. Rundi hautunga ton kimba mankonkek. Wana kumbis. Chimpa ya mul. Kununkabi. Tuknin tangjo. Kunne mulirabes.
Codes? What codes?
Kachicho naifa odunga. Taukum justak mike grabilmogo. Tot padavun kwayagando danaga chuchut. Moga shampumpa. Boyawana chikni. Vamul slimo podana wanga kumbis. Muliragest. Tot padavun kwayagando danaga chuchut. Kawana buta. Awiyat tagwa kankidora. Chilo mulabini bobo. Wonga kumbistang. Bamulera. Tonga itoan jije yumalitpa. Agin kotu. Tonga buksha umenong. Kava volpa mulsi. Kumanabak mulera. Juni yuntun jije. Aifatuana. Kava volpa mulsui. Kumana.
Hello there, 10,000. How are you today? Oh, come on. That's gonna be a problem. Neighbors are noisy now. Yeah, I've been wanting to play this for ages. Never really had a reason to. When I started streaming 2 years ago, I was actually talking about this in my very first stream, which was Pokemon, that I wanted to do this series. I just never got it to work properly. Now I can. So here I am. I never played the games through. I watched Let's Plays. I should go. It took me a couple of days to get the high definition texture packs to work properly. to load correctly and all that stuff. See, typical bounty hunters leaving a mess all around. Just like cats. Never clean up after themselves. But I found another mod that I should have installed that hides weapons in cutscenes. That would be useful. That would be extremely useful, actually. I just forgot about it again. If that noise gets in the microphone, please let me know.
Brezhik is nothing but a punk. I don't know why those Volkers follow him. Gadden's 10 times the man he is.
Down you go!
Sure.
Finally. No loot on the third one? That's okay. I should probably...
Uh-huh.
How'd you like that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the way I want to be going.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcar spy sent to kill Gaddon Thek?
I'm no spy.
Maybe so. But this door is locked, and it's going to stay that way until I'm satisfied you're no threat to Gaddon or the hidden backs.
I've got to speak to Gaddon. It's important.
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gaddon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gaddon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Maybe I could be an ally against all those enemies.
Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gaddon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zedra watching his back.
So, you're going to let me in?
Go in and speak to Gaddon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The hidden Becks are watching you.
That sounds ominous. Let me just see what's down here first. Oh. Well then. Sure are a lot of them out here, aren't there? Let's turn around. Head inside. I mean, we could use the experience. But hey. See, I've learned how to open doors now. That was a problem last time.
Rundi Hadonga Kuhungabi, Wana Kumbes, Jink Palamul, Tonk Kimba Nakonkek, Tungting Tachun Kun Nek Mulirabest.
Okay.
Manaman Otota, Hakijukrata Bola Shui Tungatong. Jongkin no bunka mulera kunkile no ba. Watende chokolo ono ku mulera.
Sounds interesting.
Tangabun shan nang. Wanga kun beast kin ba mularak. Choni yun tun gigi either dwana. Kava vulpa mulji gumana.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gaddon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gaddon. Brezhik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gaddon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar spy.
Okay then.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brezhik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
Oh, you've got problems with the Sith?
A foreign army invades Taris, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something much more grand and deadly.
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brezhik, but he and his Vulkars won't listen.
I need information on those Republic escape pods that crashed in the Undercity.
The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gaddon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
I think so too. Don't worry, I'm not with the Sith.
I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took a prisoner.
Bastila's a slave? What'll happen to her now?
Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
What does the swoop race have to do with any of this?
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race.
How do I enter this swoop race?
I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
What are you proposing?
The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hiddenbecks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
How do I know you'll live up to your end of the bargain?
My word is my bond. Everybody in the lower city knows my reputation. Besides, you really don't have a choice. I'm your only ticket into the swoop race.
Well, then how am I supposed to get inside?
Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Vale.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her.
So, where do I find Mission?
She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
Oh, I've got some Sith uniforms.
A simple disguise might have worked on the upper city card, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
What do you want with Sith uniforms anyways?
I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle.
Alright. I'll trade.
Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I will be right back. Just a few moments. I'm back. Sorry, some wolfy business to attend to. And, where did I put the... Apologies. My hands are getting extremely dry this winter. So many things to remember. We're washing our hands more than usual these days, which can turn into problems in winter. I'd like to ask you some questions.
Your time would probably be better spent going after the prototype swoop engine the Vulkars stole from us. But I'll answer your questions if I can.
Why are Brejik and the Vulkars at war with you?
When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the Hidden Becks and let Brejik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang. And I knew Brejik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brejik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang.
But why start a gang war with the Becks?
Brejik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadden. Brejik wants to control the lower city gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Becks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I know you're right, Zerdra. Brejik won't rest until I am dead and the Becks are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal.
Well, I should go now.
Feel free to come back anytime. We're not like those Vulkar savages. Strangers are welcome in the Beck base.
Thank you.
You can speak to Gadden if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar spy.
She's so friendly, isn't she?
Rundi Hadonga Kuhungabi. Wana Kumbes. Jink Palamul Tonk King Ba na Konkek. Tung Ting Tachun Kun Nek Mulirabest.
Yeah, I really don't want to risk anything by exploring here right now. So let's get out there. So, how is everybody doing today?
Brejik is nothing but a punk. I don't know why those Vulkars follow him. Gadden's 10 times the man he is.
Yeah, you kind of said that before, buddy.
Ready.
Just to be on the safe side.
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Kavadumpa kunpa yiyamoka paata. Bonanay kachu. Yin kin kunoba mulirachi kun.
Tong na bunsha nyunyang. Kavavoy pamulchi kamana.
Ronda di hotonga kun hongabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tongking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way? Okay.
Tunipudu. Rana no prata don't no sercha. Ichua penki.
Watana wamamulera. Kenchunju bashak. No bule mule raji. Jonitun durji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Palamure slimo wanga kun bisching.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Candaris. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Okay. There.
Those Vulkars are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gaddon keeps his hidden Becks in line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down.
And who would you be?
I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Well, there are lots of special assignments going on these days, aren't there? Yeah. So, well, we might as well go in there. Just to check out the place. It's prime real estate, right?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi kwama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Chiyokaku. Kinba muri ra dwanaji. Kuyami juski chika nai. Uba baska dwana chichopa muska. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu.
There's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect.
Just grunky to patslimo. Chi itakanki chana kilikon. Kinba muli radwanaji. Kinba noku nixet abog.
That's the plan.
Well, good riddance. And again, just leaves his mess lying around. Really?
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Here we go.
I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along.
I guess we should move along now. Oh. Okay, we don't want to go there yet.
What?
Sure.
What?
Let's go! You asked for this!
Ready? Yes, what's on your mind?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You got it.
Nothing on my mind. Nothing on their corpses. Oh dear.
Oh.
Ready? Ready?
Sure.
Oh, good. Excellent. Lots of loot. Oh dear.
What?
Down you go! Time to rumble!
Where did they come from? I think we'll just... Oh.
Ki puna! Kavatumpa ku palea muka bata! Ti yoka ku tumpa ku pelea!
That hurt,
No, no, no.
How'd you like that?
Ah, yeah, I really don't want to fight right now. Can I? Nope. That worked. Well, we should probably be able to find the password. Be fortunate. How do I disable mine? Oh, that's lovely. It got disabled, right? Not exactly the way I was intending to disable it, but disabled it is. See, it would be useful to know what the password was. Anyways, I'm sorry, I have an itch. Terribly uninteresting to look at, right?
No problem. Got it.
Oh, hello there.
Yes? I like that!
No loot, apparently.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes. Now, what are you doing here?
Well, I was just exploring. You know, sniffing around, stuff.
Well, go explore somewhere else. There's nothing interesting for you here. This is your only warning. If you bother me again, you won't walk out of here alive.
Well, far be it for me to bother you.
I gave you a chance to get out of here and leave me alone, but I guess you're just too stupid to take it. Now you'll see why I'm the most dangerous assassin on Taris.
Oh well. That's too bad. She looks so nice. Right?
What? Ready? Sure.
She looks like a nice person. But I guess you don't always have a choice, right?
I heard Davix hired a Mandalorian mercenary to work for him. I didn't know there were any of them left after the Mandalore Wars.
Oh dear. Yeah.
What? How'd you like that?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Never
You
mind.
got it.
What's on my mind? Well, I tried to play it on the Xbox, but I never really got into it back then. Decided to watch a Let's Play instead. So I have all the lore. But yes, it's my first time actually intending to play through all of it. maybe I can... Aren't you supposed to be able to loot this guy? To get the password? Okay, let's try hyperdrive. Uncle. All to run. Okay, that worked. Well, you can use it.
Yes?
No. Well, then I guess we head out again. We're headed for the Undercity. Oh. I suppose we'll talk first.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Is this a good time to ask you some more questions?
I guess I did say you could ask me
Can't
questions
speak.
later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
Not if you have a problem with it, laddie.
No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me.
Excellent. So now all your secrets will be mine.
All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though you're welcome to try. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
I wasn't in a position to know what was going on, really.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway, it got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
That just sounds like an accusation of some sort.
Not at all. I just think it's a bit odd that someone who got added to the crew roster at the last minute just happens to be one of the survivors.
Are you implying I had something to do with the crash?
No. Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive.
I have no idea what you're talking about, laddie.
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, but whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises.
Shouldn't we be trying to work together?
I am working with you. I'd be a fool not to. I'd also be a fool not to expect the unexpected.
Oh, try something. It'll be the last mistake you ever make.
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
I consider this important, thank you very much.
All right, all right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
All right then. Where were we going anyways? Oh yeah, out. Yes, I have no idea what happened here, laddie. I wasn't anywhere near. That's my stick, and our story to it. Okay then.
Yes?
Ready?
Sure.
Yeah. Down you go!
Lovely. More loot. I know that. No more loot then. No, 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 no. Do not want to talk to the turret.
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came.
Oh, I've got my security papers right here, sir.
Let me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rat ghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later.
That's a horrible practice. Seriously. Who came up with that?
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits! That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits!
Who are you? What are you doing here in the Undercity?
We are the outcasts, banished and reviled by those who dwell above.
Here in the filth and darkness, we claw out a wretched existence, scavenging and begging just to survive long enough to see another wretched day.
This is our village. We live here in the Undercity. You have to pay us 5 credits for using our elevator.
This is a public elevator. I'm not paying any toll.
Please have pity on us. We have nothing. All we ask is a few credits to make our lives easier.
I know exactly what I would say. I'm trying to make this as canonical as possible. I have no idea what our mysterious protagonist could possibly want to say here. I'll go against my own instincts here. Get out of here, you filthy beggars.
Run, my brother! Flee this one's wrath!
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those two beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
Well, my name is the Wolf. How are you?
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there?
No, it's nothing special.
Not to you, I suppose, but you're probably used to its beauty by now. I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there.
Rukil? Who's that?
Rukil is the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow.
Promised Land? What's that?
It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukil.
Well, I'd like to ask you some questions first, Diddy.
You'd probably get more information from Gendar, the village leader, or maybe Rukil, but I'll tell you whatever I can.
Do you know anything about the escape pods that crashed?
I don't know anything about that, but maybe Gendar could help you. Sorry. Is there anything else you need?
Tell me about this village.
Well, I was born here for starters. My parents were outcasts, banished to the Undercity for some crime or other. They never really liked to talk about it. Everyone here is an outcast, or the descendants of one. It's tough down here, but we survive. I guess it's easier for me since I've never known anything different. Some of the people have given up all hope. They've become bitter and depressed, but most of us are good people, despite what our ancestors may have done. Gendar could probably tell you more, or maybe Rukil. You could talk to them if you want.
Have any other Upworlders come through here recently?
There were quite a few people from the surface marching through the village, but none of them bothered to talk to me. Gendar might know more about them.
Well, where can I find Gendar?
He'll be somewhere in the village. I couldn't say where for sure. He's always busy doing whatever he can to make the lives of the other villagers easier.
How about Rukil?
He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. He's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man.
I thought she said she could show us where they were. Well, I should go.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need anything, or if you just feel like talking, come back and see me. I hardly ever get a chance to speak to someone from the Upworld.
What a lovely young lady.
Mommy says all the Upworlders is selfish and mean. But you look nice to me.
Huh. That's odd. Move.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes. You've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
How do you manage to run a store in the Undercity?
If a villager comes across any useful salvage in the Undercity, they bring it to me. Every so often, members from the lower city gangs come down to trade for the salvage. They'll exchange food and medicine for engine parts, old blasters and the like. Sometimes they even give me credits if I have some really good stuff.
Let me see your inventory then.
It ain't the best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
And invisible to me. Because of me. Yes. Thank you. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Oh, that would be useful. Okay guys, I'll be right back. You know what? Actually, I think this is where we leave it for today. Then I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, let's say tomorrow. Until then, take care. Stay safe out there. Remember that you are a person. And may the Force be with you. Always. Okay. And then it should stop in just a few moments.